Hey Leo,
Hey Jenny, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. And I'm really excited about today's topic because I know so many English learners struggle with this. Let me ask you a question first. Have you ever watched an English video, understood almost everything, and thought, wow, my English is improving? But then, someone asked you a simple question in English, and suddenly, you couldn't say a single sentence.
Oh yes, that has happened to me so many times. I understood everything while watching the video. But when I had to speak, my mind just went blank.
Exactly. And if you're listening to us right now and thinking, that's me, then don't worry. You're definitely not alone. Thousands of English learners face this problem every single day. And today, we're going to talk about why this happens. More importantly, we're going to learn how to fix it.
That sounds interesting. Because honestly, I always thought my grammar was the problem. Or maybe my vocabulary wasn't good enough.
That's what most learners believe. But here's the truth. Grammar is usually not the biggest problem. Vocabulary is usually not the biggest problem either. The real problem is something completely different.
Now I'm curious. What is it?
The real problem is you're practicing the wrong skill.
Wait. What do you mean by that?
Think about your daily routine. You watch English videos. You listen to podcasts. You learn new words. You read English captions. Maybe you even watch English movies, right?
Yes. That's exactly what I do every day.
Now let me ask another question. How many minutes do you actually spend speaking English every day?
Honestly, maybe 2 minutes. Sometime. Not even that.
And that's exactly the problem. You spend hours understanding English, but only a few minutes speaking it. Then you wonder, why am I still not fluent?
Wow. I've never thought about it like that.
Most people don't. They believe that if they watch enough English videos, one day, they'll automatically become fluent. But that's not how speaking works.
Can you explain that with an example? I think examples make things easier to understand.
Of course, imagine you watch cooking videos every single day. Breakfast recipes, dinner recipes, desserts, everything. After 6 months, will you automatically become a great chef?
No, of course not. At some point, I have to enter the kitchen. I have to cook.
Exactly. You have to make mistakes. Burn the food sometimes. Try again. Learn from your mistakes. That's how you become a better cook. Speaking English is exactly the same. Watching helps, listening helps, reading helps, but speaking only improves when you actually speak.
That makes so much sense. I think many learners are waiting for the perfect moment. They're thinking, I'll start speaking after learning more grammar. Or, I'll start speaking after learning 5,000 words.
Yes, and sadly, that perfect day never comes because every time they learn something new, they feel they still need to learn more. It's like standing at the edge of a swimming pool, reading books about swimming, watching swimming videos, listening to swimming podcasts, but never jumping into the water. Can you become a swimmer like that?
Not at all. You have to get into the water, even if you're scared, even if you're not perfect.
Exactly. And that's the biggest lesson today. You don't become fluent first, and then start speaking. You start speaking first, and then become fluent.
I think that's something every English learner needs to hear. Because fear stops so many people. They're afraid of making mistakes. They're afraid of forgetting words. They're afraid that people will laugh at them.
Yes. And do you know what's interesting? Every fluent English speaker, every teacher, every YouTuber, every public speaker made mistakes when they started. Nobody was born speaking perfect English. Everyone learned step by step. The only difference is they didn't stop. They kept speaking, even when it felt uncomfortable, even when they weren't confident.
So, confidence doesn't come before speaking?
No, confidence comes because you speak, not before you speak. Think about riding a bicycle on your first day. Were you confident?
No way. I was terrified. I even fell down a few times.
Exactly. But after practicing, you stop thinking about balance. Now you just ride. Speaking English works the same way. The more you speak, the more natural it becomes. But Leo, there's another mistake almost every learner makes. And honestly, this mistake is much bigger than grammar.
Really? Now I really want to know, what is it?
We'll talk about that next, because once you understand this one mistake, your English speaking journey can completely change. See you in the next part. Bye bye.